Welcome back, guys. This video was requested by Motivation All the Way because he watched my video about stop people pleasing. Check it out. It's very good. I watched it as well and it was amazing. Now, this video that he requested was about how to get motivated and achieve our goals, which I'm sure we can all relate to, right? So here goes. I'm a firm believer that if you really want to achieve something, you're going to get motivated and you're definitely going to do your best to achieve your goals. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. It's not. Okay? It's simple to understand, but it's not easy. Okay? There's a very big difference there. Now, this video is not going to cover everything, but I'm going to do my best. And if you want any more videos or you have any more questions, feel free to ask, because again, it's not going to be covered in this one video. We can do many series. So here we go. To be motivated, you have to genuinely want a change. You have to genuinely want a different life, a different level than where you are right now. You have to genuinely want it. Now, I know I said if you really want it, you do what you need to do in order to get what you want and be where you need to be. However, I do understand that circumstances can be very difficult. That's a fact. Like, life can be very hard. So it might not be so fair to say if you really want to do it, you would do it. Which is why I would say maybe it's not that you're not motivated. You are. However, the situation around you is stopping you, right, from achieving what you want. And because you're finding it difficult to differentiate whether you're being motivated, you're not being motivated, or whether your situation is getting you down, maybe because the fact that you even asked for this video, it means there's some accountability, you know, it means you really want change, right? So instead of you identifying that, okay, my environment is not great, or maybe my situation in life is not great, or maybe my scheduling, you know, my job, it's not helping me to get motivated to do the things I want to do. Instead of identifying that or those things as the problem, you're identifying yourself not being motivated as a problem. Now, that can be quite good because you're holding yourself accountable that you're not being motivated, right? At the same time, because you're not looking at the real issue, it will be hard to get motivated. So I appreciate, because I know what you're doing. You're blaming yourself that you're not being motivated, and that could be the truth. But I think someone who asks questions like this, how to get motivated and achieve your goals, I suspect that it means you want change. So I would say look at your schedule in life, whether you work or you do other things like other projects. Look at your scheduling. Maybe you need to move those things around. It's not that you're not motivated, you need to move those things around. You understand what I'm saying? Another thing is mindset, right? Which I explain as it's the mind frame or the thoughts that are set in your mind, right? Meaning this is how you think, and it's your baseline of thinking. It's how you generally think, meaning your mind is set, as in that's the default state, right, of how you think. So it's like a software, right? You program your mind, you set it to be like this or like that, and then it runs. Your body, which is the hardware, runs based on that software. So your mindset is very key. It's very important. With the whole mindset issue, I want you to think of it like this. The way you set your mind, meaning the things that you feed your mind constantly, right? The things you feed your mind constantly will determine how you behave, right? It will determine how you behave. Now, there are many ways, right, that you can set your mind. That could be by doing, because sometimes acting, when you take action, when you do things, right, based on your goals, they can also change your thinking. Now, back to the whole thinking causing you to act and behave in the ways that you want to achieve your goals. The things we listen to can also influence how we think. So our thoughts can influence our actions, and our actions can even influence our thoughts. If you go to the gym a lot, right, and you're doing the best you can, then you start thinking better about yourself, right? So your actions can also affect your thoughts, just as your thoughts can also affect your actions. But I also want you to think of it like this. the things you feed your mind, the things you listen to, can affect how you think, which will eventually influence how you act, the actions you take. There's this motivational speaker, Les Brown, that said, every morning, listen to motivational speeches every morning. And the reason he said this was because you need to constantly feed your mind. You need to. And I also listened to David Goggins in the past, and he was saying that at some point when you're running, you need to stop depending on listening to music to get you pumped up and all that. And I agree with what he's saying. However, we have to understand as well that before he even was doing so well, right? His buds instructors, when they were pushing him and his team to carry the logs, and they were like, who's gonna carry the boats, right? That guy, whether Goggins realized it or not, was encouraging Goggins because of what you're listening to. So what you listen to helps. So yeah, he was right. After some time, what you're listening to, it becomes unnecessary because you're like, I'm already in the zone. Because that happened to me it wasn't Saturday, it was on Friday night. At some point, I was just so tired. I was like, I can't bother to listen to these motivational speeches or this song. I was just done. I was just like, I don't care anymore. I just want to jog. Like, I just want to keep going on the treadmill, then do my barbell rows, then do my weighted squats, and then do the deadlifts. Like, I was just like, I don't want to listen to anything anymore, because after some point you just get over it. You're like you're like, I don't care what I listen to. I just want to do this shit and just get it done. But in the beginning, it's okay. All right, it's okay to listen to something that motivates you, because you may have heard, on social media, okay, it's not about getting motivated, it's about getting disciplined. That's very true. You got to be disciplined, but there's nothing wrong with constantly feeding your mind your software so that it is set on being motivated and a go-getter. There is nothing wrong with setting your mind like that. Like Les Brown said, you gotta motivate yourself. You listen to the speeches, listen to my videos as well, every day, every morning, even before you sleep. Let them encourage you, because we can go around saying, oh, you gotta be disciplined. Why do you have to listen to a motivational speech before you go do what you need to do? No, you weren't born as a motivational person, as a motivated person. You gotta get yourself to that level, to the point where you don't need it anymore. And then you become your own inspiration, your own motivational speaker. That way, when you look in the mirror and you're like, you're the man, you're the woman, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's right. That's me. You gotta get to that level. Now, I understand, right? I'm not gonna cover everything in this video, and I haven't. So, if you have specific scenarios where you feel like, wow, this is stopping me from getting motivated, let me know and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. But to get motivated and to achieve your goals, okay, if you really want it, you do it. However, if you find that your scheduling, for example, or your environment is not helping you, it means you gotta adjust your environment, your scheduling. You gotta adjust it so that you continue to be motivated, or to get motivated in the first place, so that you can achieve your goals. If you want to talk about how to achieve your goals deeper, we can do that. If you want to speak about how to be motivated even deeper, we can do that. Because I can understand not everything will be covered in this video. Stay tuned, watch more of my videos, check out my playlist. Leave a comment if you've enjoyed this video, and if you want me to speak more about this, we can still talk about it, because this is not even like 10%, this is not even 5%. There's so much more we can speak about this. Like, there's so much more, and I'm excited. Fuck it, I'm excited. So let's go.